through meditation. Through meditation, and I would say using an amethyst crystal.
Amethyst?
Yeah, meditate with an amethyst crystal, because amethyst connects you through to the crown chakra, and the crown chakra deals with breaking from this physical realm. Once you break past this physical realm, then you can connect with all the spiritual families that's around you. You can connect with them. But you have to break past the physical realm. You have to detach from everything. You have to recognize that you are everything and everything is you. It can't just be a saying. That's why I always say it. I am everything and everything is me. You have to come to that self-realization that you are one with everything around you. And once you reach that point, which is best to do through meditating with an amethyst crystal, maybe start with 3 times a day, definitely, but let it be like maybe 3-minute sessions, and then work your way up to 6-minute sessions, 9-minute sessions, and on and on. But meditate with the amethyst crystal, and then set your intent. Ask to connect with the spiritual forces. Ask to let them into your vessel to work through you. And once you start meditating and doing that in the sun, what happens is they start opening up to you, and you'll start to hear them talking to you. You'll start to notice you're being led to certain movies or books, or you'll meet a certain person that connects you to a deeper level, and then you'll start to realize when they talking to you and when they working through other people around you in the whole nine. And then you can start making your altars, and you start getting to that level of it, because you're gaining that connection with them. So that's how you connect with them, though. Ashe.
Indeed. My personal question. Indeed, go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, you good, guy. You can talk over it. You can talk over it.
Indeed. My personal question before we get to the next question from the people. In terms of sun gazing, obviously I've interviewed so many people. I've heard their take on sun gazing during sunrise or sunset, but I got to get your take on that, God, and your perspective on that. How important is it to observe the sun during the sunrise or the sunset versus just getting its sunlight throughout the daytime?
Um, we supposed to actually be looking directly into the sun. However, because we had our have been broken from our nature,
Mm-hmm.
um, it's best to look at the sun. Definitely when you're starting off with sun gazing,
Mm-hmm.
and the sun's right before sunset, and right before sunrise, when the sun is not like at its peak point, so that it doesn't hurt your eyes too bad.
Mm-hmm.
But as you work your way up from that point, you'll reach a point where you can start looking into the sun more on your own. Sun gazing is very powerful, because when you looking into the sun, you're looking into the chromosome. So you looking into your soul. All right, because the sun is not just a chromosome that's a part of you, but it also contains a piece of every single soul ever created.
Mm.
So
Mm.
when you looking at the sun, you're looking into everybody's soul. You looking into the source. You looking into the essence. You looking into the truth of yourself, because you burn brighter than the sun.
Mm-hmm.
The sun is able to burn bright like it does. It gets that energy from us. Remember,
Mm-hmm.
we give life to the sun. So how bright you think we burn? We're more luminous than the sun. So when we are without a body, we're at our highest, with our highest vibration. So sun gazing allows you to connect back with that part of yourself, which is cosmic, it's galactic, and
Mm-hmm.
it strengthens and burns off the toxins that's been placed over your eyes from the food you eat. Because
Mm-hmm.
those toxins cloud over your pupils and all that. That's why you have to open your third eye, and that also comes through meditation, which is your spiritual eye, your ability to see things clearly for what they truly are. You have to be able to see past the veil. So when you looking into the sun and you gazing into this, it's cleaning out your soul. It's cleaning out your aura field,
Mm-hmm.
because you are electricity and magnetism.
Mm-hmm.
And when we can realize that, that's what Dr. Sebi was saying. Electrical beings, same thing. We
Mm-hmm.
are electricity and magnetism. So you require energy. You need that sun. That's why you created it,
Mm-hmm.
right? You need it. You feed off it. You're a plant. You're plant based. That's why it's
Mm-hmm.
called a planet.
Mm-hmm.
My locks sprout because I go in the sun and let them soak in the sun.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the plants have chloroplasts. We have chloroplasts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we you got to understand that divine cosmic connection, and you're looking at a piece of not just everyone else's soul, but yourself. That's the chromosome. The chromosome, and to be exact, we share that same chromosome in us, because I am you and you are me. It's no separate. It's no difference between me and you. You are me in manifestation, and I am you in manifestation. We are. This is an example of a parallel universe right now, because you're looking at me thinking you're looking at Rashad Jamal, but you're looking at yourself, and I'm looking at you thinking I'm looking at Black Magic, but I'm looking at myself, and that's why karma is real. That's why if I go behind your back and bad mouth you, somebody do it to me, not because I had it coming, but because I already did it to me.
Right.
I did it to me. And see, that's the metaphysical breakdown of karma. They don't tell us that, they just say karma. But that's because they don't want you to know that you are everything and everything is you, because that's where the power is at. That's when the connection comes back, because it's not just with you and your people, other gods and goddesses, but with nature. So then you start to treat everything the way you want to be treated. You know, you don't send out a frequency that you don't send back to you. You recognize that you're one with everything. You don't do that. It's different now. And now you have more help too. You have more help. You understand that no, you're not alone at all. You know, you are literally everything around you, down to the microcosms and the macrocosm. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why when you sun gazing, it helps to clear that out. It helps to connect you back to that part of yourself. And that's the part, once again, that they fear. Because now elemental beings can communicate with you more. You're on a higher frequency. You can see them now. They there the whole time, but you can't see them because you're not on that frequency. But it was a time when you was on the you created the elemental being. You created everything. So every being, everything around you remembers you, but you don't remember it. No, the rocks remember you, the birds remember you,
the grass
remembers you, the elements remember you, everything know you. You the only one walking around in your own house with amnesia.
Damn.
Spiritual amnesia.
The only one
with spiritual amnesia.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we the only one. So that's why we gotta connect back like that. And sun gazing it aligns you with that. Just like crystals, they don't want you doing none of it. Listen, do you know I was trying to just get some obsidian, and the person I normally get crystals from, because I sell real crystals on my website, and they sell out so quick, and I'm like, man, I need some more obsidian. So I was trying to get some obsidian, and I couldn't even get it. He like, man, they not restocking obsidian no more. And me understanding the power of obsidian, is one of the most powerful protection crystals, right? And I told my wife, I said, babe, when they realize, because it's this mass awakening going on, and more people starting to get into crystal and crystal healing. I'm like, when they see that all these black people and these gods and goddesses are starting to get back into these crystals the way I'm like, they gonna start trying to snatch them crystals off the shelf, because the crystals these are weapons, man. These weapons, man. Listen, the highest form of attraction is copper. Copper is more stronger than gold, but they think gold is stronger than copper. The diamond is a beautiful crystal, but it's not more stronger than the clear quartz. See what I'm saying? So it's like, as people realize that, they gonna start moving crystals off the shelf. I told her that, and now I just they like, oh, it's hard to get obsidian. I'm like, and it's from a big, like I be going like Arizona, like where they do the big mining at. Like, so that let me know they finna, maybe in the next year we're gonna look up, they ain't gonna be selling crystals no more, because they don't want us with crystals.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? We don't. That's like us having locks. Like, they don't want that. They don't want that, because
they act like locks is a weapon. They act like locks is a weapon, bro.
They are, but they are.
They act like here is a weapon, bro. Forever, bro.
It's a weapon because our ether grows up to the cosmos, and it connects us to everything around us. It's electricity, and it hold energy. You can release it too, because you are a crystal. So like crystals pulling energy, then they release it. We pull in energy, then we release it. So our ether do the same thing. And then if you have your intent set, you can go out there in that sun and channel the energy from the sun with your intent, and use your ether to power that electricity through it, and do more than you could ever imagine. So it really is a weapon. Our ancestors fought using their locks. These are antennas. The grass is antenna. If you observe the grass, I don't think people look at what grass really is. Grass isn't like just some green stuff on the grass. That's antenna. It's antenna. Step on the grass and just watch how it just bounces back. It's gonna pop back. You can see the life in it when you watch it. Step on it and just sit there and just watch it. Move the shoe. The grass gonna pop back, like just like a person would get knocked down. You know You know, it's gonna pop back up. It's gonna start straightening itself back out. You gotta realize, like, everything around you is antenna. So it's you connected to your environment. You know, your listen. Your aura is 1,000 times more stronger with locks in your hair than when you ain't got your hair locked.
Yeah, 1,000 times. Oh yeah,
Listen,
wow.
if a person does something bad while they have locks in their ether, it's gonna come back and hit them faster because they got locks in it.
Ooh,
So
shit.
it's a magnet. It's going. That's why you got to keep your soul clean and your locks clean, and you should be growing with your locks. It's a journey. It's a spiritual journey. So
Mm.
like for the longer my locks get, the more deeper I go within myself. You know, it's like that's how your journey should be, and it works on both ways. If you on a positive intent, it's gonna manifest even quicker because you have locks. Because this is antenna, and your thoughts is electricity, and this is like antenna for that electricity
Mm-hmm.
that you're thinking through your thought receptors, through your thalamus gland and your neocortex and your pineal gland. These are your centers of creativity within you,
Mm-hmm.
right? And this is a cosmic thing because all of that you receive downloads from the sun every 8 minutes, and it's those downloads are placed into the sun from your ancestors back home on Sirius X. So they send these messages through the sun. That's why sun gazing so powerful. That's why sun soaking so powerful. And that's why they don't want us in the motherfucking sun. That's why they
Mm.
created clouds.
Last question, my brother. Do you have a catalog of books you recommend? The people are thoroughly impressed. They want to know any books you recommend, my brother.
Um, I would say I would say it's good to read Huey P. Newton, Revolutionary Suicide. I would say um Rich Dad Poor Dad if you ain't already read it. And if you have read it, read it again. So you can understand how they use the monetary system against you.
Indeed, indeed.
Um,
That woke me up. That woke me up years ago. Indeed.
yeah, definitely. Definitely
Definitely.
a deep read, yeah, about the rat
Mm-hmm.
race. And,
Mm-hmm.
to be honest, I think the 48 Laws of Power is a good one to read because it allows you to see how the oppressors think. Because it's nothing but it teaches all about psychology, reverse psychology, which is what they use it against your black ass every day. So
Mm-hmm.
if you really study the 48 Laws of Power, you can see, and the Art of Seduction, were both written by the same author, Robert Greene. It's nothing more but than them using literally that book shows you what they do to you every day. You know, how marketing is used to control your soul, to lure you into believing false narratives about yourself and accepting them as reality. Like that's all in the 48 Laws of Power. You know, the way they kill us off when we do have leaders, how they kill the leader and hide their hand. I mean, the whole nine. You know, man, it's all in there, all the way down to why they get upset when we challenge them. Like that's rule number one: never outshine the master. Right? That's in the 48 Laws of Power. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah, I mean, it breaks it down. That's why they did Cosby like that. You know, he tried to outshine the master. See what I'm saying? He wanted to buy the network. Oh, okay, you trying to outshine the master? Okay, well here go this case. You know what I'm saying? Nipsey Hussle, you want to outshine the master? You wanna come to the Grammys and make your own millions without us? Okay. So like, you know, you can literally look at that book. I'm gonna tell you to go within yourself. But if you want some books that those books I'm recommending strictly because you must know the enemy and how he thinks. That's why the 40 Laws of Power.
Mm-hmm.
Um, in the Art of Seduction, and let's add the Art of War on there. Just three in a row. All three of them will be the third one. Huey P. Newton, Revolutionary Suicide, because you must understand the power of revolution and what comes with it when you try to revolt and organize in any form, way, shape, or manner. And finance and Rich Dad Poor Dad, so that you can understand the monetary system and how it works and the goal, so that you can come off these jobs and stop relying on 401ks and talking about CDs and stocks and bonds and all of that. You know, that's all a waste of energy. The main thing is ownership. We need to get back to owning the land and owning everything. Period. And we got to know that when we go to owning shit, they get to stealing shit. So then we got to be ready to defend everything that we own with an iron fist, and that's what history is for. History is there to remind us of how violent they will get once they see us standing independently. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So we got to be ready for that. And I feel like this generation we is, and they know it. So they know what time it is. They know it's war with us. And if anything ever happened to me, you know, I'm saying that we'll always let people know it was the CIA, it was the FBI, it was the government. Don't believe nothing else. You know what I'm saying? I'm always challenging them. And I know they like to do that. Like, they like to try to do shit to us, lock us up for false shit we ain't do, or kill us, and then blame a gang member or blame us. You know, like Malcolm said, they'll pay one of us to kill us to make us look like think it was us. Like, that's what they still do to this day. So it's fuck the government, fuck the system. You know, we gonna keep rising. Planet coming back to us. We on straight Haitian revolutionary energy. That's how we come. You know, as long as the oppressors know that, as long as they know that we ain't scared of shit, we don't death ain't real, so we ain't worried about it. You know what I'm saying? We that generation that's gonna make them feel everything they made our ancestors feel. We back for straight vengeance, nothing else. You know, we not worried about y'all sending no COINTELPRO shit they be doing on the internet. They do that already. But we not worried about no infiltration and none of that. It's a different type of spiritual energy, like the planet coming back to us. Everything vibrating low will be eradicated. Everything about our soul will be eradicated. The frequency we own in this new energy is pure peace. And if it ain't about peace, positive energy, always creating elevation, it ain't gonna make it through. It's gonna self combust, you know. So that's all we here to let it be known. Like, all that killing each other, that's dead. All that selling drugs in our community, that's dead. All that shit dying. You know what I'm saying? And we here to make sure it die completely out. Okay, none of that energy come along. You know what I'm saying? The gangs, them the real army anyway. So ain't no more gang banging. Ain't no more shooting guns at each other. That's the army. Y'all want to shoot some guns? It's a whole bunch of motherfuckers wearing slave patrol badges disguised as cops, government officials. You feel me? Like, you gotta make it be about something. You can't be scared to transcend because death ain't real, and you already enslaved in this motherfucker. So if anything, make a change for the next generation, and that's what we here to do. I'm thinking about my great 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 grandkids. I want them to look back and be like, oh yeah, that generation, they made a change. They wasn't going for that shit no more. You feel me? We didn't already live, so this ain't about, oh, I'm scared to leave here. I don't want to lose my life. You gonna leave here anyway. So if you gonna leave here anyway, make a motherfucking difference while you here. You know what I'm saying? Let it be for a cause. That's all we on. You know what I'm saying, God? All I gotta say.
Man, such a pleasure having you on here, my brother. Such a pleasure. Um, Tell the people your contact information one more time, your website, everything. They could get in contact with you and get more information.
Y'all can visit the website www.theuci.online. Also follow me on Instagram, IAM_Rashad Jamal. That's IAM_Rashad Jamal, _RASHADJAMAL. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. And be careful on Instagram because it's some fake pages, but you gonna know my page. It got like almost like 40, you got 45K, 45,000 followers. So you'll know my page. But also subscribe to the University channel on YouTube. We on here normally every Sunday, but I came on here with my brother today, and I appreciate God for bringing me on his platform. Make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel every Sunday. I go on my platform and get
What's your YouTube? What's your YouTube again?
It's the University of Cosmic Intelligence. The University of Cosmic Intelligence. That's all you got to do. Or you can put in Rashad Jamal. You're going to see my music channel pop up, but you're going to know my university channel because they got like 105K subscribers. My music channel got like 17K, so you'll know the difference. And they got my logo on my university channel. So, but definitely I appreciate you for bringing me on, God. I appreciate all the guys and goddesses who tuned in. You know, I can't see the comments, none of that. I just see you. But I appreciate y'all for listening and remembering who y'all are. And I definitely appreciate the ancestors for, working through us to get these downloads this evening because, I just allowed them to speak through my vessel. So I always attribute everything back to them,
Indeed, indeed. Family, thanks for tuning in, family. Make sure you hit up the brother's website. Make sure you hit the like button. And I want to thank y'all all for just tuning in tonight. It's been a magnificent show with the brother. I look forward to having the brother on again. It's rare that we have somebody with a Malcolm X energy mixed with a Bobby Hemmett energy, and that's it. That's the concoction we have with this brother. It's rare, it's scary, and it's unseen, and it's confusing to have that concoction. So to have that Malcolm and that Bobby energy combined in one vessel, man, that's wow, that's a dangerous thing. So, Rashad, keep doing your thing, my brother. Family, thanks for tuning in. This is Brother Rich with Rashad Jamal. We getting out of here, family, and I see you next time. Peace to everybody. Love and light.
Peace to the gods and goddesses, Planet Kai.
Indeed, peace, y'all.
With the, I needed that shit to rise out the ashes. Like anxiety, like after I talk for long periods of time, that's actually what you feel anxious like, because you pull so much spirits and you trying to calm down. That's a lot. Actually, that's really the side effect of this shit. Think about this. After we say, all right, then, what you think? I'm just going to like, all right, then, and just go to bed. Nigga, this is this shit now. You know what I'm saying? Think about that for a second.
That's facts.
Yeah, it take a while for Khadijah. Like, we have to get in front of the TV and just veg out, like, after classes. Because my classes is 10 hours. I'm documented. Like, we start at 2, and when I ended at 12 at one time, 1:30. Yo, I go into a meditation. I promise you, I'll be laid back on the couch, gone, still doing class. And I just look up after an hour, motherfuckers is there like, all that shit documented. So it's zoned out. I've been stopped doing this with this. I've been in deep channel, lecture in deep channel. I'm zoned out. I don't remember the shit I'm saying. I don't remember what we started with just now. Today, we're somewhere else. But Khadijah also now, she's starting to know that she has to de-guise. You call a lot of spiritual energy. We not called this Kava shit, though. This shit is very good for anxiety. And it helps, it kind of helps get you back to thinking, because you got to do normal shit. You be all fucked after all of this. You be all fucked. You walk out the room, you want to get some pizza, you be like, you just be somewhere else. Yeah. But that's probably, I would say, the side effect of it. You know what I'm saying? I've gotten better at that with the last live lectures. Usually I'd be like out of it, and I was like up, ready to go. We was hanging out. You know what I'm saying? I was hanging out with Nashville and New Orleans last time. So the inner light is getting stronger in it. And I think it was getting stronger lately because of that Beetlejuice energy was coming down. So if you're, I'm always looking to receive some shit. That was Bobby's whole flagship thing. Breakthroughs, man. Look for breakthroughs. So you never satisfy yourself with what you know. You know what I'm saying? I may contradict the shit in the same in a few minutes. You know what I'm saying? Good. You know what I'm saying? This shit is supposed to break down. It's supposed to break down where none of this is supposed to make sense anymore, because when it stops making sense, that means your true mind is coming back. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be able to explain this 100% no more. That's when we doing good. Like, your parent, I just know. That's the shit we want to start dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Well, more than what me and Aleem already discussed. Listen, I'm going so many directions, but it's clear at first. What's absolutely clear is they definitely want us not touching each other for some reason. Now, the first thing says, well, the level of fucking on the planet has gone down dramatically. But it has to be something that would change the characteristic. Because think about this. If that light is coming, that light will come here based upon it being called. And it would be called